Today we're going to be making pad Krapow, which is a Thai street food dish that's mostly consisted of minced meat of either pork, chicken, or beef. And then it's usually stir-fried with a bunch of Thai bird's eye chilies or chili patties, and the most essential ingredient, which is holy basil. What else is in the ingredient is oyster sauce, soy sauce, fish sauce, some sugar, some chicken broth, shallots, garlic, and what ties this all together is a shallow fried egg on top. This is all served on top of plain rice, and let's get cracking. To start off, let's do the sauce, which is basically whatever stock you want. I'm using chicken stock. And then you do about a tablespoon of soy sauce. That should be good. About 2 teaspoons of fish sauce. And then about a tablespoon of oyster sauce. And this will act as a thickening agent to basically create a nice glaze on your meat. And also it'll bring out a little bit of sweetness. 1 teaspoon, actually 1 or 2 teaspoons of white sugar. You can either do brown sugar or white sugar. For this dish, I'm going to be using white sugar. Lightly mix it with a spoon. Next, we're going to be chopping 4 cloves of garlic. So just start off with chopping your garlic. What you want to do is you want to have it minced. So just mince it up like this. You can go ahead with your shallot and then your chilies. With your shallot, you can leave it in strips. This is so that everything on the dish is not completely minced. Once these are chopped, put them aside with the garlic, and then you can start with your chilies. I think a good rule of thumb to follow when deciding what chili to use is the smaller the chili is, the spicier it is. Like these chili patties, they're really small, not longer than an inch, but they pack a punch. I mean, for this entire recipe, I'm just using, well actually no, I like mine spicy, so I'm using 5 of these guys. There you go. You want to keep the seeds in and everything. Now, once you have all the ingredients or the essential ingredients chopped up, it's time to start frying. First, you want to do is fry the meat until caramelized. Just render out the fat, make sure the meat is cooking in its own juice. Get a nice crisp color to it, and then you can add on your shallots, your chili, and your garlic. Once those are all incorporated, that's when you add in the sauce. You add in half of it first until it's all coated and nicely, a little bit brown. You cook it a bit more, then finally, after maybe 5 or 10 minutes or so, you add in the rest of the sauce. This is to deglaze the bottom of the pan and to create that extra umami flavor and get some nice caramelization on the meat, the garlic, shallots, and chilies. Essentially what you want to do with the Thai basil is you want to flash fry it in the meat with the heat off. This is just to let the residual heat from the meat cook a little bit of the basil, just so you can release its delicious fragrance and smell. Once you're done with that, that's when you add on the egg, and then you're ready to eat. Now you're gonna need enough oil. You're gonna need enough to cover the base of the pan, as well as being able to baste the egg yolk. This creates not only a nice layer on top of the egg yolk, but it also encapsulates the rich yolk, as well as creates some delicious crispy brown edges on the egg whites. there you have it. Pad Krakow guy. It's a simple dish. It doesn't look the fanciest, and it isn't really the fanciest either. I mean, this is just a simple street food dish in Thailand that you can find anywhere. Easy ingredients, easy to make. That's it.